What I would like to do now is give each of you one picture, and I would like you in pairs to take a look at your pictures and see what kinds of activities you might come up with for using in a classroom.
But I would be more interested in them telling a story about this guy. I want to know.
At a low level, I think how many? Who is
he?
Who
What's
is
he like? Why is he in the middle of the desert?
Mm-hmm.
What happened that left him alone?
Which desert do you think?
Uh-huh. Where are they? Yeah. Where is this person?
Yeah.
So we could
And
start with
why?
speculating, describe it, and tell us, right, give a reason
But
why.
I'd like us at this point to come together, and I'd like each pair in turn to describe the ideas that they had for their picture. Let's start over here. If you could show us the picture.
One way of using this picture in a lower level class is that to use it for seasons. Probably I can use it with other pictures just to ask my student to describe what they're looking at and what they're seeing, and it's just physical description of the snow, colors, whatever. It can be used also as a topic for a story, simple story, and they can use everything that we learned in the classroom.
So a lot of different possibilities based within the picture itself and then leading out into the
Yes.
lives of the learners, right?
Yes.
Making a connection between their lives and what they see here.
Exactly.
Good. Okay. Anything to add, Louis?
I would maybe say, how do you feel, if you were in the picture, how would you feel? Not just looking at the picture.
Okay. So it's very nice ideas there. Let's go over to this pair here.
So we thought we'd start with a description, and we'd ask them to speculate about this figure, this person, and the environment. We were thinking it might be Afghanistan because she's wearing blue, and then we were thinking it doesn't matter if it's Afghanistan, and then we started asking questions about her.
What is she looking at?
Probably
No.
it can be even, how does it look like in desert? Is it hot, warm?
Describing the scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. The colors
then-
they're looking at, like orange, and why she's wearing blue, because it's so hot. And
Looking at the detail of the photograph itself is going to produce interesting responses. I also want to come back to what you said initially about speculating, because in most languages, the language of speculation is something that one needs to learn. In English, we would say, I think it's probably Afghanistan. It must be Afghanistan.
And why?
I'm guessing that it's Afghanistan, or wherever you think it is. But those formulations themselves are things that the learners really need practice in, especially in English with all of the modals that typically are used there. It might be, it must be.
so at this point, we are teaching grammatical structures while using the pictures, because as you said, I guess, probably. So those are structures that we can use for speculating, and
Yeah.
we are using a simple picture for that.
And you can either provide them, or if the learners have already learned them, you can have them practice. I would like you to take a look at the 4 pictures that you have, and I'm going to give you 2 minutes to come up,
Seasons, spring.
the 4 of you together, with a single story that joins the 4 pictures that you have. Starting now.
Okay, so let's take her as
Her?
a character.
Okay.
Okay, this is a lady. She was in the Sahara of Morocco, and then she decided to improve her situation. So she moved to Minnesota. Well, she doesn't like snow.
Who is this
but then,
about, Fatima?
yeah, the main character's name is Fatima.
Yeah.
So she's from Morocco, and she's sick and tired of Sahara and hot weather and no water at all. So she decided to move to Minnesota.
Okay.
Then when she came here, she loved it a lot, but the snow is too long. And then she was looking if she can go to Indiana, probably because it's so beautiful in there, or North
So
Carolina.
who's this guy?
Is this the typical
This guy,
Indiana resident?
this guy is somebody. His name is Bill, and I asked him if he can talk to me about any state he can go to, and he said Indiana is one of the best ones
Bill.
that you can visit. So this is when he told me, see, the leaves are green. So you
It's
just
very tasty.
yeah, and you can be vegetarian there.
See, we can eat the leaves.
So
what about this? Okay, but we have
then
still
I
have
decided to go to Indiana and build a big, beautiful house with a garden. And I will invite him for a vegetarian lunch or dinner as a reward.
Okay, so this is another way that we can use stories. We can use pictures. We can put the pictures together. We can build narratives. And again, using narratives, you're practicing a whole other area of language, typically past tense or present tense, a whole range of verbs, and it's a really different language area that you're drawing on. And especially pictures in combination can be very challenging in that way.